everyone, this is Karina Daninger with Cole Baker Residential Real Estate in Melbourne, Florida, and I'm here to talk to you today about cleaning your yard up for the spring market so you're ready to go when the sun comes out and you want to list that home. So we're going to go over and talk to Tom Mancini from Wright Way Landscaping. And Tom right now is actually getting my house and my yard ready, not because I'm going to sell, but because I know this is the time to start doing it. So as we go and talk to Tom, hang on a second, let's spin it over to him. Hey Tom, how's it going today?
Good, good.
Good. So Tom, I have a couple questions for you because we have a lot of folks out here that are watching, and they either live here in Florida, or they live across the country, and they're going to be selling their house this spring, and they're going to be thinking about what they need to do to get their yards ready, because we know curb appeal is so important in selling real estate. What would you recommend the first thing they should do if they're thinking about getting their house and their yard outside ready to go?
Well, first thing you want to do is walk around the house, get anything that's touching the house off of the house, and to make sure, you know, for bug invasion and mine invasion, stuff like that. That's usually the first things we do. And then just take a walk through the property, and you know, we may pick out some palm trees that maybe need trimming, and then we just go through and give a general spring cut back. We're a little early here, but we wanted to get it done. And get any dead out of any plants and stuff like that. That allows new growth, because when spring comes, you want to cut things back and allow for new growth to come in. Then after I get everything lifted up and off the ground, we can come in and do a fresh coat of mulch and eliminate the weeds as well. Okay, so what about the grass? The grass we want to be vibrant and green and really beautiful when people come up to our houses. So what should we be doing now versus later to make that pop? Right now, I will concentrate on weed and feed. Since it's cooler, it stays generally in the 80s and generally below. So right now we want to focus, because the weeds are growing harder than the grass. So we want to suppress the weeds and try and keep the weeds out of it. Okay. But then when when the heat turns on, this is Florida. When the heat turns on, we want to back off the weed control. Right. And then, you know, give it a quick shot of nitrogen before the law kicks in, because we have a law that stops us during the rainy season from applying nitrogen. So you want to hit it with nitrogen in March before that law comes out, and then when the rains kick, everything grows back in lush and nice. So let's take a walk over to this corner and let's talk about putting sod down, because you can see where some of my grass has burned out, right? And so we were talking about possibly putting some sod down. Is it too early to be putting sod down, or is that something we could be doing now? It's never really too early to put sod down, but right now we're in a dormant season, so it's just not really going to do much. Okay. You want to make sure when you put fresh sod down, we're going to scrape this out, cut it, lower it so it's level with here, level with the other grass. Right. And then just maintain it, stay off of it right now, because things aren't growing. Right. But then when the spring comes, it'll all fill in and we'll mow it naturally and it'll blend right in. That's great, because I have been watering the grass with the sprinkler. It's just I had some areas that were so concentrated in weeds that to get them out, this is what I'm left with. Right. So, and that's just a spill or whatever happened here. Yeah. And it's actually easy to weed down, level it out, and you know, apply maybe 10 pieces of sod, if that. Right. And it's cheap. It's just going to be dormant right now, but in the spring it'll come again. We're preparing for spring and summer growth. That's why we cut things back, to allow for new growth. That's right. And just getting things spruced up. So one last question: what about planting? When do I get to put my new plants in the ground? I usually plant in April. April's a good time for us here in Florida.